What is up, guys? It's Mitch here, and you're watching INH Reviews. Today I'll be reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy, so let's jump right in. I just want to start by saying that this movie is friggin' amazing. You know, it's just so good. I watched it twice yesterday, and I really enjoyed myself. It's really good. You know, I'm gonna try to do this without spoilers for the first half or part of the video, and then the next part of the video I'll talk about my favorite parts, talking about spoilers. So let's just start with the no spoilers. Great movie. Something that stands out in the movie is the characters. You know, character structure is a very strong thing, very vital part of movies. You know, you got to have strong characters to have a strong movie. So yeah, this movie all relies on the characters, on the main protagonists. Very strong protagonists. Structure, very well done. Team structure is very well done. The way that these people work together is fascinating, and I really love that they pulled that off. You know, in Avengers they pulled it off very well as well. But this movie they do it better, because the way that they set up these characters to meet each other is pretty well done. Plus the fact that they didn't have standalone movies for these characters, it kind of adds to the strength of the movie, because it adds it in a way, because with Avengers they had all the standalone movies, and that made the Avengers a strong movie. But with this movie it works because it makes it stronger in a way that's different, because they set up these character stories by telling you in a very brief way. Star-Lord, they tell you you know, what happens when he gets taken from Earth. We should all know that. If you're watching this review, you should know that. It's not a spoiler. You know, they just set up all the characters very well, and how everything happens. Everything happens really progressively in a very well done way. It's just a great movie. Structure of the movie is great. There isn't really a lot of bad stuff to say at all. Really, there isn't. Barely. I don't think. Honestly, I can't think of one thing in the movie that. Well, there's one flaw, but that has nothing to do with the movie, really. And I'm not going to tell you, because it's sort of a spoiler, but not really. But I don't want to say it just so people don't get mad. But anyway, this movie is just amazing. I'm not going to tell you about the end credit scene, so I don't spoil it. But let me just say it's unique. It's different. I don't know if you like it, but, you know, you'll just have to wait and see if you don't want to. No spoilers. If you want to know spoilers, I'll mention it in the next part of the video, and I'll say what it is. But for now, you know, just it's a good end credit scene, in my opinion, because it sets up for new paths in the future, and it really does show the extent that Marvel is willing to go. But yeah, just to wrap this non-spoiler part. The music in the movie is very well done. They have a lot of 80s music, as you may know, and they really play a lot of it throughout the movie, and it really ties into the movie well. Like, it doesn't make anything cheesy or anything seem cheap or anything like that. It actually really ties in well with the movie. It makes it more fun. The movie is really fun to watch. I watched it twice. The first time I watched it, I didn't enjoy myself as much as I did when I watched it the second time. You know, because when I watched it the second time, I really got the full aspects of the movie. I got the full entertainment. The first time I didn't really get the full experience, but then the second time I really realized how amazing this movie is. So I think I really had to watch it twice to make this review, so I can tell you that this movie is amazing. If you haven't gone and seen it, go watch it. Just go. You know, it's definitely worth it. Grab some popcorn, grab some soda, and just watch the movie. Enjoy yourself. Don't overthink anything. Just watch the movie. And I'll just end this part of the non-spoiler review. I'm not going to make two videos because it's just a waste. So just one video where I talk about the non-spoiler part and spoilers. So let me just wrap it up by saying I give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. And boom, there you go, non-spoiler part. So spoiler warning, alert, get out if you don't want to hear these spoilers. So yeah, this is starting in 3, 2, 1, click out. Alright, so let me just start by saying the movie has a lot of fun parts. The movie doesn't really have a plot, like a really extensive plot. There isn't really any twists or anything. Like, there's one twist at the very end, but it's not really big or anything. It's kind of, it's funny. It is a funny twist because Drax throughout the whole movie is saying that he needs to kill Ronan. It's his whole purpose. And at the end of the movie, after they've killed Ronan and everything, he's just like, he tells Gamora, Ronan was just a puppet. It's really Thanos who I need to kill. And I actually laughed my butt off when I heard that. I was just like, oh my god, that is hilarious. Because I know in the comics he's after Thanos and not Ronan. So when I heard that he was going after Ronan, I was like, oh, they might have changed it a little bit. Because they don't, the directors aren't 100% true to the comics all the time. We know that. So when I saw that Ronan, I was like, oh, well, that's alright. It's similar. But then when I heard that little twist at the end, I just started laughing. Because I was just like, oh my god, it's hilarious. And then there's a few parts. There's a lot of parts that make you laugh. Actually, the movie is hilarious. It's really funny. And I guarantee you'll all love it. It's hilarious. There's one part in particular at the end, very very end. It's basically like a first credit scene, end credit scene, but it's not really an end credit scene. Before credit scene is what I'm trying to say. But it's kind of like a before credit scene where Groot dies in the movie. Not really dies, but he technically dies trying to save the Guardians because the ship crashes and he covers them up and it's like in a giant hard shell, like wooden shell. He created it to safeguard the Guardians. And so when the ship crashes, Ronan's ship, it crashes into the ground. He dies, trying to save them. And but he doesn't really die because he's proposed dead until because he can be reborn or regrow from not just one splinter of wood that's left. If you just find it, he can grow out of that. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, when he's already at pencil size, he looks like a thick pencil. He has eyes and arms, and it's hilarious. He's in a little pot, a plant pot, and he starts dancing to the music because they play a Michael Jackson song. I forgot which one it is. It's one of his younger songs. But anyway, he starts dancing to it, and Drax is sitting down, sharpening his knife, and he starts dancing, and then Drax looks over, and he stops moving. He just stops. And then it's hilarious. Everybody started laughing in the movie theater. It was funny. But yeah, I'm not gonna stay too long because I don't want to bore you guys. I just want to say the main parts. My favorite part, the most dramatic part, I think, was at the very end when they killed Ronan. Oh yeah, it's also the funniest part too. After they crash the ship, Ronan comes out. He's not scratched at all. He's just regular, and the Guardians are on the ground. And then a song is playing from Star-Lord's or Peter's tape recorder. It's playing. Yeah, I forgot what song. Oh my god, I forgot what song it was. And he gets up and he starts singing and dancing. Oh my god, everybody was laughing, man. They were dying. It was hilarious, man. I think that was the funniest part in the movie, actually, because Ronan's just like, "What are you doing? What is this?" And then it was hilarious. And then once he says that, once Ronan asks him, "What are you doing?" He's just like, "I'm distracting you." And then he gets shot. Rocket gets up and shoots his Ronan's hammer. He shoots it, and then the Infinity Stone that's inside, he jumps at it and grabs it. And when he's about to die, Gamora says, grab my hand, because he can't sustain the energy that comes out of the Infinity Stone. So he grabs her hand, and he's dying while he's doing it. They're all dying because then Drax holds his shoulder, and then Rocket, Raccoon, Rocket, he grabs Drax's hand so that they can sustain the energy because it's really, really powerful. So then Ronan is like, how come you're not dead? You're mortal. And then Peter, he's just like, you said it yourself, bitch. We're the Guardians of the Galaxy. And man, that part was funny too. But it was dramatic, and my hairs were like raised up, man. That part was awesome. And they just kill Ronan right there. He like, using the stone, he like shoots from the stone and kills Ronan, like overflows him with energy. And then that's basically that was the end of the battle, end of the movie. But it's just, oh my god, it's so much to talk about. This movie is amazing. I recommend you guys watch it. I already told you. Before I go, I just want to talk about the end credit scene. So, end credit scene was hilarious. They show the Collector. He's like all bandaged up because his servant, she tried to grab the Infinity Stone, and she like blew up the whole Collector's collection place, and it's like all blown up, and everybody's like out of their cells or cages or whatever you want to call it. And then Cosmo, he's in the movie, like 2 parts of the movie. He like walks up to the Collector, starts licking his face. And if you don't know, Cosmo is the talking first dog in space. He's a talking dog. He was the first dog that went to space. He's Russian, I think. And then you just hear a voice that says, "Why do you let it lick you like that?" And then the camera moves over and you see Howard the Duck, and it's, oh my god, I started laughing. And he's like, "Why do you let it lick you like that?" Gross. And he's like drinking a drink. It's funny. Oh man. And I love the way that they did it. He looks like an actual duck, and you can tell it's CGI. Well, you can't. Well, you know it's CGI because it looks like a real duck. But it's really well done. And like I said, it opens the path for more characters. And that's the full extent that Marvel is willing to go. So maybe we might get a remake of Howard the Duck movie. I don't know. I don't really care because I don't. I like Howard the Duck. He's funny, but if we don't get a movie, I'm not really. I'm kind of indifferent on it. I'm just like whatever. But if we get it, awesome. Another Marvel movie, funny Marvel movie. But yeah, it just opens the way for more movies, and that end credit scene. Some people might hate it because it doesn't really lead up to the Avengers in any way, but it was interesting because it's different and it really shows the extent that Marvel is willing to go, and it was really funny. But yeah, anyway, this is the end of the review. 9.5 out of 10, definitely. Solid. I'm not even gonna go back on that. 9.5, definitely. The only reason I don't give it a 10 is just because the movie had action, but it wasn't as much action as I wanted it to have, but it doesn't matter because I give Captain America, Winter Soldier a 9.5 and Avengers a 9.5 because they're all amazing movies, and they're honestly, I feel like all 3 of them are tied up because I don't know which one's the best one. So yeah, that's just the end of this review. I will have more videos coming up, guys. Mod tomorrow. First mod of Wave 2 tomorrow for Lego Marvel. Really excited to show you guys that. Just a hint, it's Spider-Man. One version of Spider-Man. It's a movie version. You know what? Let me just tell you. It's battle damaged Amazing Spider-Man to Spider-Man. So, there you go. His suit is all like messed up and electrified, just like the movie version. And it looks pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoy that. And that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and just leave a like if you want. I don't really, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do, leave a like, leave a comment, whatever you want to do, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, have a great gamer evening. Alright, bye.